bland chowder, soggy noodles, and way too much salt. If you are looking for a quick and easy Costco meal, you can't beat the refrigerated soups. But just be warned, they're not all winners. Here's how we ranked them from worst to best. We're kicking off our list with our least favorite, Blount's Family Kitchen Clam Shack New England Clam Chowder Soup. It's gluten-free, good news for diners on restricted diets, though it's loaded with clam stock, clam meat, and codfish powder, plus a shellfish warning meant to ward off anyone with a fish or iodine allergy. It's also pretty bland, both in color and flavor, despite the inclusion of onions and garlic in the recipe. Maybe the fact that the primary ingredient is cream keeps the more intriguing flavors from surfacing. Bits of clam do their best to add texture to the mild seafood sweetness, but we found none of it to be terribly impressive. We paid $14.99 for the 2-bucket package. Each serves up 6 bowls, so the per-serving price turns out to be $1.25, which is pretty affordable for chowder fans. Anyone with a taste for homebound clam chowder may be thrilled to have an at-home experience, but we'd gladly throw this soup back in favor of a more exciting catch. Blount's version of lasagna soup at Costco includes tomatoes, turkey sausage, onions, cream, pasta, and Parmesan cheese, all of which can get expensive if you're looking to make it from scratch at home. Buying 2 packs of Blount's lasagna soup at Costco, on the other hand, costs around $13, making for a potentially attractive purchase that saves both time and money. The best things about this lasagna soup may be how easy it is to heat up and its low cost, but there are several issues. First is the texture of the disappointingly soft lasagna noodles. The other problem is the overwhelming taste of fennel, anise seed, and black pepper. Often, canned and packaged soups go heavy on salt and seasoning to make up for tasteless ingredients, and this soup leans on that crutch too heavily. Anyone with a cold should head to Costco to pick up a tub of chicken noodle soup, which is made from surplus rotisserie chickens. Each spoonful brims with chunks of celery, carrots, chicken, and noodles, while the broth is as thick as egg drop soup, to the point where some people recommend thinning it out with a bit of water before enjoying. That makes it perfect for those days when you need comfort food, but don't have enough energy to make it for yourself.
I want soup.
Then make soup.
We don't have soup.
The most positive thing about this soup is its fresh ingredients, especially the Costco rotisserie chicken, but that doesn't mean it's actually good. First, the overpowering, salty flavor makes it hard to swallow. Meanwhile, the chunks of veggies and chicken are so large that you might have to use your spoon to cut them into a size that will actually fit in your mouth. Finally, the noodles are thick and floury, contributing to the heavy feel. A more delicate pasta would have been a far better choice. Rich with kale, garlic, and home-style sausage galore, Ivar's Rustic Zuppa Toscana soup sounds like the soup of the season for Italian food fans of all stripes. There's spice aplenty from the sausage, providing warmth with warmth that permeates the broth. Bits of carrot lend texture, and unexpected bursts of veggie fresh flavor against the umami overtones. Enjoying a bowl with a Caesar salad would provide a refreshing 1-2 punch to temper the boldness. For the budget-friendly price of about $11.50, you can get 10 servings from a single purchase, 5 per container in a 2-container package, for around $1.15 per serving. It's delicious, but the strong seasonings here may be a hard sell to pickier eaters. This might be a soup best enjoyed by those with a taste for robust cuisine. Serve fresh tomato basil soup from Costco if you want to take your grilled cheese to the next level. This refrigerated soup by Boudin sourdough is a rich, thick mix of tomato, basil, and cream. Its flavor of fresh tomatoes can bring the essence of midsummer right onto your tongue, even on the coldest winter day. You'll be further warmed by the fact that the price is accessible at about $10 for 60 ounces. The smooth texture is pleasantly creamy, but the overly sweet flavor is problematic. The first spoonful draws you in, but by the time you finish your bowl, your taste buds will want something less sugary. A glance at the label reveals that sugar is the 4th ingredient. Sugar usually isn't found in high amounts in soup, but this isn't even the highest sugar content among the soups we reviewed.
That's a lot of sugar. Okay.
Some soups may leave you hungry after you eat them, but this broccoli cheddar by Panera surely never will. When you stir the tub after microwaving it, you'll come across thumb-sized chunks of broccoli that fit on your spoon perfectly, as well as inch-long slices of carrot. Those ingredients come together to make an alluring lunch. Your office mates won't even complain about it because this soup isn't stinky like a lot of broccoli dishes.
Hey, what's that smell?
Here, the aroma is barely noticeable. Even better, a pack costs around $10 and should fill up about 8 bowls. The best aspect of this broccoli cheddar soup is the amount of vegetables in it, namely the noticeable chunks of broccoli and ribbons of carrot. The flavor is boldly cheesy and tastes just as broccoli cheddar soup should. It is unfortunately powerfully salty, with 990 milligrams of sodium per serving. The gumbo from Costco is tremendously flavorful and packed with morsels of shrimp, chicken, and sausage, as well as the classic addition of okra. In Blount's soup, okra is the 4th ingredient on the label and makes its appearance as half-inch squares. You'll also dig out pieces of celery, bell pepper, and rice, with the price tag for 2 sleeves coming out to $11. There are some unappetizing things about this soup, the sludge-like color and chewy texture of the shrimp, but it contains the perfect level of spice, finely chopped pieces, and a well-balanced ratio of ingredients. In one of these tubs, the gumbo tastes nearly homemade and is ready to serve much faster than making it at home from scratch. Being a vegetable-based cream soup, Panera Autumn Squash Soup is vegetarian rather than vegan, something to consider when purchasing a package if you have milk-sensitive eaters around your table. A sprinkling of croutons or toasted pumpkin seeds on top is enough to dress up the dish for its seasonal debut. Pumpkin is the main ingredient, so we were expecting an earthy flavor here. But we found the soup to be quite sweet, more of a butternut squash concoction thickened up with cream, cream cheese, and milk for an ultra-silky texture. There is brown sugar in the mix too, as well as apple juice and honey, ensuring a balanced arrangement of flavor notes. But beware, these sweeteners also ramp up the sugar to 20 grams per serving, of which 16 grams are added sugars. At around $11.99 for a 2-pack, each containing 6 servings, Costco's dollar per bowl price more than bests the Panera listing in store. If your family is eager for a mellow autumn lunch, or supper that doesn't test their taste buds too aggressively, this is a great soup to start with. The aroma of Ivar's loaded baked potato soup is enough to drive away the autumn chill. But that's nothing compared to what a spoonful can do for a weary, soup-craving soul. The texture is beyond chowder. It's more akin to a thickened stew, with a generous potato base providing a sturdy foundation for chunks of uncured bacon. Cheddar cheese, garlic, and black pepper all pile on the flavor to make what we'd call a soup with the works. You could freshen it up with some grated cheddar or a few snips of green onion on top, but it's just as hearty and tasty without. Price-wise, a 2-pack is around $9.99, so you'll be paying about $1 for each bowl if you divvy up a container at the 5 serving instructions on the label. Its comfort food spirit is enough to inspire potato soup devotees to split the tub in half and call it dinner. Serve with a salad and a crusty roll, and you have one of the best Costco soups to serve you and your family.
Oh, I love soup. If the only thing I could do was lay in bed all day and eat soup, I'd be happy.
Kirkland's chicken tortilla soup is nothing short of delicious. It's packed with little squares of chopped red and green bell peppers, shredded chicken, cubes of carrots, and kernels of corn in a tomato base. The flavor is spicy, sweet, and salty. It could make a big splash at a dinner party if you served it with additions like sour cream, avocado chunks, crushed tortilla chips, cilantro, and lime wedges. Guests would have fun putting in just what they like, and even better, you could have everything ready in a matter of minutes. It won't cost you much either. In this case, a little over $9 for 2 tubs, which makes it the cheapest soup on this list. The slightly tough texture of the chicken is the worst thing about it, but everything else is top-notch. Even the level of spice is just right. It'll wake up your taste buds, but it's still mild enough that most kids will be willing to eat it. If you try only one soup from Costco, it should be this one.